I've made a few videos about Imagine Art now, and you guys love it. I mean, we've done some crazy stuff in here, but I've never done logos or text animations. Since you guys have been asking me, I'm gonna show you exactly how to create animations like this and like this one, by simply writing prompts in a workspace. Alright, first, for who's new, Imagine Art is an AI productivity suite that pulls all the latest AI image and video models into one platform. And that for one subscription instead of 7. It saves you money, it saves you time, and it's not messy because you don't need to use them separately. It's built for filmmakers, video editors, and so on. I mean, you have access to built-in editing tools like upscaling, in-painting, relighting, everything in one place. There is a discount running through the link in the description if you want to check it out. Now, to create these amazing text animations, we're gonna use workflows. It's this little button at the left. Right here, you can see everything I've worked on in the past. You can also look for a template to create some cool stuff like this. Anyway, today we're creating a new blank workspace. There you go. So in this empty workspace, we're gonna build our AI text animation. First, we'll generate some images that we then later turn into a video. To do that, double-click and look for image. This will add an image node to your workspace. If it's selected, you can make adjustments on the right side, image model you'd like to use, for example. Today we're gonna use Nano Banana Pro. I'm gonna change the aspect ratio to 19:6, and for the resolution, 1K will be fine. Alright, now if you want, you can type in a prompt right here, but I actually never do that. Instead, let's zoom out a little and double-click. Then we're gonna add a Copilot node. This will help me write a prompt. If this node is selected, you can choose one of the language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Let's use that one for now. Alright, the next step is simply asking the AI to generate a prompt for us. I usually start with something like, "You are a prompt generator for Nano Banana Pro," and then I explain to it what I'm looking for. When you're done, click on enter. And now Claude or ChatGPT will generate a high quality prompt for you, specifically created for Nano Banana Pro. Now, if we want this to actually work, we have to connect the prompt box to the image generation box. There you go. Now click the generate button and Nano Banana Pro will now generate a beautiful image for you. If this is not what you're looking for, I mean, this looks nice, but simply rerun the prompt or make some subtle adjustments. Alright, so this is exactly what I'm looking for. Let me zoom out a little for now. Alright, so now I want to generate another element of this image, and that is the text. I want this rock to explode and kind of turn into the text basics. Now, to do that, you can create a new image generation node or just duplicate the one you already have. Like that. Don't forget to disconnect the Copilot node, and let's remove the image in the second one. Alright, and now duplicate the prompt as well. Remove the old one and connect it to the image. Now before we generate a new image, it's important that Nano Banana knows that the text has to be in the exact same location as our first image. To make sure that happens, you can actually link the image as a reference to Nano Banana. You can do the same thing to the prompt box. It's not necessary, but it will improve the prompt. Alright, so let's ask it to generate me a prompt, and once you have it, click the generate button again. There you go. What a perfect result. Now, before we turn it into a video, I want to show you that you can have complete control. I want to add floating rocks after the big one explodes, so I'm gonna add a third image generation model right here. You don't have to use a reference for that, you just generate a rock without a background, like this. There you go. Now, it is important to stay organized, so in a workflow, you can actually group elements. To do that, simply grab a section and drag it into the workspace. Adjust the size to make sure everything fits, and then change the name to something like generating elements. Now, if you click the section, you can drag everything around in one go. Okay, so now we have all the elements we need. Now it's time to merge the image of the rock into the basics image. I want multiple rocks floating around there at the end. So let's do that. First, let's create a new image node. I'm gonna use Nano Banana Pro again, set the aspect ratio to 69, and change the resolution to 1K. Okay, let me drag it out of the way. Next, I'm gonna add a new Copilot. Just to change things up, I'll use ChatGPT for this one. Let's connect the prompt with the image node already, and the next step is very important. We want both ChatGPT and Nano Banana Pro to know exactly what to do and with which image. So to make sure that happens, we're gonna add both the basics image and the rock image as a reference. Both ChatGPT and Nano Banana Pro now knows exactly what to do with the prompt we're going to write. Alright, something like this will work, and there you go. That looks perfect. Exactly what I had in mind. Let's zoom out again, and to stay organized, organized, I'm gonna add another section, like that. There you go. And let's call this one merge or something like that. By the way, you can also change the colors of the sections if you'd like. Very cool. It's time to generate the video. First of all, we need a start and end frame. To make sure our workspace doesn't get messy, I'm gonna duplicate the first image by simply copying and pasting it. This is gonna be the start frame of the video, by the way. Then for the end frame, we're gonna use the one we just generated with text and floating rocks. There you go. Next, add a new video generation node. Again, just like with the images, you can select a video model that you prefer. I recommend using Kling 3 or even better, Seedance 2. This one is insane, by the way. Alright, once you have your node, connect the first image as the start frame and the second one as the end frame. Now again, add a copilot to make sure we have the perfect prompt. Feel free to add the images as a reference as well, and let's connect the prompt to the video generator already. Now, all that's left to do is write a high quality prompt, or let ChatGPT write it. And once that's done, click generate. Alright, so this video is in 720p, so before I'll show you, I'm gonna explain how you can upscale this video for basically nothing, using the built-in Imagine Art upscaler. Just click here and it automatically created another node, and there you go. It looks absolutely stunning. And of course, to finish things off, I also added a section to the video generation part of this workspace. By the way, I shared this exact workspace so you can take a look at it like I'm doing right now. Don't worry, you don't need an account for that. Only if you want to duplicate it and use it yourself, you're gonna have to create an account. But hey, link down below. Now it's time to create this crystal Premiere animation. So first of all, I created a new empty workspace. I also uploaded some Premiere Pro elements right here, and I'm gonna use them as my input images. So I created this image generator and I connected all of the elements to the node. Then, just like we did before, I added a copilot again, ChatGPT, and I connected my elements to this one as well. Oh, and also, let's add another section in here and call it start frame. Stay organized. After generating the prompt, don't forget to connect the prompt node to the image generation node, and now the image generated by Nano looks like this. I mean, that looks very cool, especially considering the diamonds are actually keyframes. I mean, that looks awesome. And now we're gonna animate an end frame too. To do that, you can just select the entire start frame section, hit Ctrl+C to copy it, and then paste it next to it. You can rename it to end frame. Of course, you gotta remove the prompt and the image that we generated before. Next, use the first image as a reference for Nano. That way, the end frame will look consistent. Alright, we still gotta remove the old prompt and write a new one. There you go. Now click generate and look at that. Very cool. Next, let's add another video generator and a new copilot. Let's connect the copilot already, and of course, don't forget to connect the start and end frame too. Now you can also swap those. If you want the end frame to be the start frame and the start frame to be the end frame, that is definitely possible. Okay, once everything is connected, click on generate and let it do its thing. I upscaled the video again, following the exact same steps as we did with the last one, and there you go. That looks absolutely wonderful. Now, the best thing is you only have to create these workspaces once. You can literally use your own workspace as a template, then duplicate it and make adjustments to the prompts and the input images. And then just click generate again. That allows you to have different results without having to create an entire new workspace. Now, I actually made an entire playlist with all the videos I created in Imagine Art, so if you're interested, click right here on your left. Again, you'll find the links down below, and thank you so much for watching.